I'm Shelby Sim, and this is the Ynez Valley. 6 beautiful communities with a million things to offer. Delicious food, world-class wine, and more fun than you can imagine. But at its heart is a community of great people with stories to share. Join me and let's discover the Ynez Valley. It's a beautiful day in the Ynez Valley, and there's no community more unique than Solvang, a Danish village in the middle of Southern California. With traditional old-world architecture, including windmills, it's easy to be transported to another place in time here. A lot of folks visit the valley on road trips or weekend drives. Once they get here, it's fun to give their daily driver a rest and explore the area in something as unique as Solvang itself. Really excited to be out at Moke XP Solvang with Quincy Ruffin, our host and owner of this amazing electric car experience. Please tell us about what the heck is going on here.
Hi Shelby, thanks for coming out and being a part of this. Moke experience is simply just fun in the sun. They're old military Jeeps that was transformed and redesigned just for touring purposes and sightseeing.
So they were used in the military in the 1950s?
1950s, these were transport trucks for the British military. Mini Moke and Mini Cooper was the same company. They are now reconverted and redesigned, and they're all electric and just fun.
Yeah, heck of a lot of fun. It's been an amazing success story here in Solvang. As we all know, Danish capital of America, lots of things to do, and what an enhancement and a cool content thing for people to do in Solvang here. How fast do these things go?
Average speed 25 to 30 miles an hour, which is perfect for the community, the city area.
Solvang, you want to go slow, you want to experience everything there is. Do you take the Mokes out of Solvang, or do they stay in Solvang?
The best experience is a Solvang experience. The speed is right, it's perfect for sightseeing. It's just an amazing experience.
Fantastic. How about if we hop in one and go for a ride?
Sure, let's do it.
All right. I've seen these Mokes around town every day since they first opened. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is so cool, cruising around the Danish capital of America on a warm and sunny day. So are you a Valley local?
Originally Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
Growing up, you see these commercials about how California is the place to dream.
Yeah.
And then seeing Solvang, which is the architect, the culture, the smell of cookies.
Yeah.
I thought this place was amazing. A place to dream and a place to start a business.
I love what Quincy has brought to Solvang. He not only has a great business that people really enjoy, but he's also just a happy person, and that makes you happy.
Hi Shelby, are you having fun?
I'm having a great time.
Perfect, you want to give it a shot?
Heck yeah.
Let's do it.
Buckle up, it's my turn to drive. Well, the weather's perfect. Sun is always out in Solvang. In fact, what's the definition of Solvang?
Sunny fields.
Sunny fields.
Woo!
Yeah, we are always ready to go and welcome you in Solvang in the Ynez Valley. This is an incredible experience, and there are plenty of spots to stop the Moke and do some shopping, grab a bite to eat. Quincy, what an incredible experience. thank you so much for having us out.
Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, right on. Please tell us how we can learn more and experience Moke.
Perfect. So all social sites is Moke XP, Moke Experience. You can find us anywhere online. MokeXP.com.
Excellent.
Come on out and see us.
The Ynez Valley has world-class wines. Just a quick drive from Solvang to Buellton, we find ourselves at Brickbar Wine Estate. We're at Brickbar Wine Estate, but we're not going to start in the tasting room. We're going to start in the barrel room, where the wines are aging, and we're going to be a thief. This place is spectacular. Their winemaker is from the Eastern European country of Moldova, and he has spent his entire life around grapes. We're now in the barrel room of Brickbar Wine Estate with Adrian Bolshoi, the winemaker. And what are we going to be doing?
So we're going to be tasting some wine out of the barrel. We have a Chardonnay that is on the lees, which from French is called sur lie. And then we're going to have a Chardonnay, exactly the same one, but it was fermented in a stainless steel tank. And then we took the wine out and put it into that barrel, so for aging.
Fantastic. And then what is this referred to as?
So the sur lie means it's aged on lees. So we took the juice, put it in this barrel, fermented in the barrel, and we never removed it, we never racked it off the barrel. So it's basically on a sediment. And once a month, we have to go there and stir it. So we mix all the wine with the lees, with all the sediment, and it's gonna just give a little bit more of that brioche bun, that more of a, like bread and breadness into the wine.
Yum.
Right, let's try it.
Yeah, I love wine. And the process of making it is fascinating. If you ever have a chance to do a barrel tasting, do it.
So we have two clones of Chardonnay. We have clone 809 and clone 4. So this is the clone 4 wine that we are tasting right now.
So bright and fresh. So I made reference to when I was walking in the winery that we were going to be doing some thieving.
That's correct. So this is a thief right here. That's what we're using to steal some wine out of the barrel.
We're stealing some wine out of
Yes.
the barrel. Fantastic. I love to thieve.
Cheers.
Thank you for having us
Thank
out,
you.
Adrian. I really need to get a wine thief for myself. I notice you have an accent.
Yeah, so originally I'm from Eastern Europe, a very tiny country called Moldova. It's sandwiched between Romania and Ukraine. It used to be part of USSR. I was born and raised there. My grandparents were making wine their entire life, so it's a big tradition back home to make your own homemade wine. We also, during the USSR, my country was one of the biggest supplier with wine in the entire USSR. So if you will meet someone from the former Soviet Union and you'll tell them about Moldova, the first thing that comes to their mind is wine.
Wonderful. Well, we're really lucky to have you, and this is delicious.
Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness. And Chardonnay?
That's correct. Should we taste the next one?
Please. Can you imagine being so passionate about something that you moved to the other side of the planet for it? That's how much wine means to Adrian. So this is Chardonnay as well?
This is exactly the same Chardonnay. The only difference is, as I said, this one was fermented in stainless steel. And then once the fermentation was done, we removed it, we racked it off the sediment. And that's why you can see that the color of this one is clearer than the previous one. And this one is just aging, just wine in the barrel. We don't have to stir these barrels. It's just, we have to make sure it's topped once a month.
Deeper.
It's
Deeper,
different.
balanced.
Yeah. You also get more of a fruit characteristic in this wine, which the previous one, you will get more of that bread taste.
Right. It's amazing to sample a wine in its different stages and really experience how the flavor and texture evolves with time.
All right, Shelby. So now, because we tried two different wines, the different technique, winemaking technique, let's try two different barrels. They're the same wine, just aged in two different barrels.
Oh.
We're gonna try one of my favorite one, which is gonna be a Cab Franc aged in Russian oak.
Fantastic. Oh, excited. Adrian, how many varietals do you do here on the estate?
So we grow 9 varietals on our property. We have 5 whites and 4 reds. And the SKU amount that we produce, it's a very large number. Let's say the Chardonnay, only Chardonnay, we have 4 different SKUs. All right, let's try some of the Cab Franc.
No two wines are the same, and that's one of the things that makes this experience so great. Comparing the differences and seeing which one you like most.
All right, the first wine that we're trying right now, so this is a 2019 Cabernet Franc, which is aged in 100% brand new French oak.
French oak.
French barrel, yes.
Oh, that smell.
A bit of black pepper. It's very nice peppery.
Oh yeah, and then just the tannin bite at the end, like you say, with the pepper. We're done. You guys can go away. We're just gonna drink this the rest of the day.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Okay, now let's try the Russian oak.
Okay. Only in the Ynez Valley can you experience a French wine made by a Moldovan winemaker with grapes from Southern California. A little darker?
A little bit darker, yes. It's also 100% brand new barrel.
Brand new Russian barrel.
Brand new Russian barrel, yes. Completely different spices.
Wow, yeah.
Now you can
More
see,
like a white pepper.
Exactly. Now
Yeah.
you can see how big of a difference a barrel would make on a wine, how much it will affect it.
There is so much more to wine than just drinking it. An experience like this can open your worldview, and having a guide like Adrian is just awesome. Delicious.
Amazing. So you ready to taste some wines that are already bottled?
Fantastic.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Next up, we're going to meet the owner of Brickbar Wine Estate and learn about his vision. Adrian, that was a blast in the bellroom. Thank you. It looks like we're in kind of a lounge or a club room.
Shelby, welcome. Yes, we are in the Arabian Lounge. The reason why it's called Arabian Lounge, because you can tell all those doors right here behind us, they were like the old horse stables. So we're here with the owner, Norman Williams. So he's gonna joining us, and he's gonna tell you more about the beautiful property and the facility that we have here.
Yes, fantastic. Norm, nice to see you. Thank you very much
Thank you
for
for
joining
coming.
us today. So Norm, please tell us the history of Brick Barn.
We found a 16-year-old stallion in Tivoli Gardens and on our way to Poland looking for Arabian mares. And we brought him here, and he bred many mares over the years, and along with 2 other stallions, a national champion and another Polish stallion.
On this property?
On this property.
Yeah.
And I built this 36-stall barn with I had an Italian mason, and we put up all these bricks individually, he did. Brick floors, which have all stayed in place. Then after 10 years, I decided I plant some grapes out in front. And my wife, Catherine, said, don't do it, you know. Catherine said, don't do it. But anyway, we did, and we planted 35 acres here, and 5 years later, we've achieved some great wine with the great winemakers, and we want to thank you all for joining us.
Right on. Well, thank you very much for having us out. Brick Barn is located very conveniently just off the main artery highway that goes up and down California, Highway 101. And it's also the gateway to the Santa Rita Hills. So you really are beneficial to either the beginning of the day or the end of the day for wine tasters or folks that want to come out and experience wine.
Yeah, that's absolutely, you know, this is very, very beneficial for us because we are not in Santa Rita Hills, we're right on the border with it. And we still get enough fog to produce a beautiful Pinot Noir and beautiful Chardonnays, but we also get enough heat to produce some unique grapes, like we have the Cabernet Franc, Albarino, Vermentino, which is something that you cannot really grow in Santa Rita Hills.
I believe there's an Albarino on the table?
There's all those 3 that I just named that are over here on the table.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, we're gonna get to try some of those.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So we're gonna start with some of the 2019 Albarino. So it's a Spanish varietal, floral, but also very fresh at the same time.
Cheers. Very fresh.
So it has a very nice aromatic. You still get a little bit of floral into the nose, but it's not, you know, it doesn't have like a overpowering bouquet of flowers, but it has like a very nice settled like aromas.
And it's a really easy drinker. There's not a lot of work going on there. That just tastes good. And
They are all excellent, and that is the main thing. We want excellent wine, and we want to achieve higher goals every year in the wine.
Yeah.
And Adrian's done a super job in doing that.
Yeah.
So the 2019 Vermentino, Vermentino is an Italian varietal. First started growing and produced on the island of Sardinia, which has a more Mediterranean climate. So it likes more of that, sea breeze and all those things, which we get plenty from Santa Rita Hills. The ocean is very, very close to us. We get a lot of fog. And all the white grapes that grow on the sandy soil. So here used to be it's an old riverbed. So you gotta also pick a little bit of mineral, like a salinated aftertaste, which is typical to a Vermentino.
Between the excellent soils we have here, which are different, and the climate, which is so little different, right in this intersection, it really makes it unique to help produce all these different wines.
Yeah, and that little bit of salinated aftertaste, that little saltiness that you get.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just with some seafood, some cioppino right there.
Yeah.
Woo, will probably be perfect.
Something for every meal.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Brick Barn is a magical place, not only because of the wine, but because of the people. And what's this fatalist right here that weighs 1 million pounds?
Exactly. So that's our Fatalist. That's our flagship. It's the beautiful wine that it's aged for 3 years in a Russian oak barrel. That we have only 2 barrels that we produce. Very, very unique. It's 100% new Russian oak. Because it's so small, we have to bottle it by hand. So there's only 2 barrels, gives us about, I would say, a little under 600 bottles total. And then every single bottle, as you can see, it's engraved and then it's painted over. Everything is by hand. That was bottled by hand. And after this, every single bottle is dipped in wax by hand as well. So a lot of hand labor involved in that.
Another advantage of being the host of a TV show is the very generous pours on a taste. It's very nice. Yes.
I love this wine, so I want to share the love. Cheers.
Cheers, both of you.
Special.
It's has a little bit of that coffee settled, mixed with a little bit of tobacco, a little bit of leather. It's just perfectly balanced right there.
Yeah. Norm, it was really special to have us join us out here today. Thank you for the story. I think that's a great story and about the horse, and you found him at the circus, right?
Yes, and appreciate you coming, and my wife and I have put this project together, and we've really enjoyed doing all this, and it's been a whole new experience, and since we're doing it from the ground up, it's really interesting.
You're doing a great job. And,
Thank you.
And Norm's been a part of the Santa Ynez Valley community for many, many years, and very generous, and it's, again, special. And so very happy for your success out here at Brick Barn. We'll see you here soon, I'm sure. But before that, why don't we go meet Elizabeth?
Yeah, we can go meet our general manager, Elizabeth, over there in the courtyard and see if we have a little special treat for you.
Oh, fantastic.
Very good.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We've had an incredible experience out here at Brick Barn. We're out at one of their courtyards under an ancient tree. Beautiful backdrop of the Santa Ynez Mountains behind us. What's in our glass?
We have our 2019 late harvest Viognier. So it's a sweet wine, has residual sugar, and it's a very, very nice, I like to call it a hummingbird nectar.
Wow.
So dessert wine, but not too sweet.
Not too sweet. It's a very nice balance between acidity and that, the taste and the sugar, the sweetness into this wine. So
Very elegant.
Just very easy drinking. I had so many wines that are, taste like cough syrup that you need water to drink after.
Right.
And that wasn't my goal when I was making them. So Brick Barn never had a sweet wine before 2019. And this is the first year that I made the late harvest.
It's really lovely. It has crazy amount of white peach to it. If you had to pick something,
Yeah.
it's amazing. So you could have this in place of dessert, or you could pair it with something. I like pairing something opposite, kind of like blue cheese, or if you have some kind of dessert, just have it a little less sweet so that the wine showcases.
Yeah.
But it's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous and just yum, 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 yum. Please tell us how we can learn about Brickbar Wine Estate and folks can come up and experience this as well.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and our website, brickbarnwineestate.com.
Awesome. Thank you both so much.
Thank you, Shelby.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you soon. It's been an amazing experience here at Brickbar Wine Estate. What a treat to hang out with Adrian, who has been in 2 parts of the world in the wine experience, and we're so blessed to have him out here in the Santa Ynez Valley. Hope to see you out here soon at Brickbar Wine Estate. It's dinner time, and we're heading to the western town of Los Alamos. This community seamlessly blends the past and present, and no place exemplifies that better than where we're going. It's a beautiful day in Los Alamos, and we're here at Maker's Son, which is at a vintage gas station that's been converted to California rustic cuisine. Let's go in and meet Don. Hey, Don. How are you?
Hey, Shelby.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Don, I want to hear about the history of Maker's Son and the concept and the philosophy and the amazing space. But please tell us a little bit about the food so that I can start tasting while you're talking.
Awesome. Well, Shelby, we have 5 dishes that we prepared for you today. We have our grilled watermelon salad. We have our ahi pokey nachos. We have our famous The Maker's burger. We have our prime New York 14-ounce steak. And we have our crowd favorite smoked s'mores mousse dessert on a graham cracker crust.
Wow, it all looks amazing. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna start taking some samples.
Go right
chat.
ahead.
Yeah.
Go right ahead. I'd be happy to share kind of the story of the Maker's Son.
Please.
And how we came about with the facility and such.
Great. Please go for it.
Awesome. So with our property here, as you had mentioned, it's a restored early 1900s gas station and garage. Functioned as a working gas station all the way through the mid 1980s until the original family who built it sold the property. Property fell into disrepair. It was abandoned for nearly 2 decades before the current property owner came in and acquired the building. It was nothing as you see today. There was a major renovation undertaken in the early to mid 2000s that brought it to its grandeur. As you see, as we walk the property, you'll see the beautiful yards and patio space, the fire pits, rock
Very
fireplace.
special. Yes.
It's a great place. And when we found the property and we're looking for a property to do kind of a California rustic cuisine type restaurant with elevated comfort food, we just fell in love with it and thought this was the perfect place to do such a concept, just with the nature of the property and its rustic elements.
Watermelon salad, amazing contrasting flavors.
Yeah. It's one of the favorite dishes for folks coming in, and until I tried it myself the first time, I thought, hey, it's just a grilled watermelon salad, but it is amazing. The feedback that we've gotten from folks is of this salad almost being life-changing for some people, and one of the best dishes they've ever had.
I'd say it's pretty life-changing. It's just refreshing, so good. It's a great starter if you've done some wine tasting already and want to do a little refresh. It's
100%.
Wonderful, great for that. And then this is the nachos.
Yeah, our ahi pokey nachos. Again, another crowd favorite. You can see by the portion sizes of our dishes, we don't skimp on portions.
No.
People come in, they will not leave hungry as we promise them. Sushi grade ahi. We've got ginger ponzu. We've got scallions, we've got a mixture of a variety of vegetables over wonton chips. And again, people come in, sit at the bar, sit outside, grab a cocktail, grab that as an order, and can munch on it for an afternoon.
Again, the contrasting flavors to the brightness, to the little bit of spice. And anytime you're eating ahi or sushi, you feel good about it, right? You're just getting that pure protein bite. That's so good. So I know there's a lot of maps on the walls. Can you tell us about those?
Yeah, so we've got 3 maps dating back to the mid-1850s to the 1860s. They're all original California survey maps. They were donated to the business to use by James Ontiveros, who's one of our local winemakers here in the Santa Ynez, Santa Maria Valley. And James's family goes back 9 generations here in California.
Wow.
And these are the original survey maps of which his family was granted 2 Spanish land grants. There's, just a myriad of history as you walk through the facility, from old gas pumps to anvils to tractors to, just everything from the past.
And that's what we pride ourselves here in the Santa Ynez Valley, is just the authenticity of the experience.
Yes.
And what you've done here at Maker's Son is all part of that great fit. It's so great that people like Don appreciate the history of the valley and honor it. You can feel the pride of generations here. So I can taste the smoke and the meat. Tell us about that. You do a lot of smoking.
Yeah, we do a lot of smoking here. Not all of our dishes are smoked, but I would say a solid 25 to 30% of our dishes we typically apply some degree of smoke to. With our prime New York steak, this is a 14-ounce steak. We cold smoke this for 2 hours over red oak before grilling.
So good.
Yes.
I'm going to switch over to red. You have wine, and it looks like a full bar.
Full bar, yeah.
Tell us about that.
Sure. So the wines we're tasting today, we started with the white. That's a Brave and Maiden Sauvignon Blanc. Fantastic local producer.
I can't let it go by.
As we go to our reds, speaking of James Ontiveros, this is his Native 9 label that he produces here on the Central Coast of a fantastic Pinot Noir.
Great food, great cocktails, great wine. What do we have here?
What we have right here is kind of our signature dish. It's a chocolate smoked s'mores. We smoke the chocolate mousse for 30 minutes in our smoker. We finish it off with a meringue topping. We burn that topping a little bit, and then we drizzle it with a Jim Beam caramel sauce.
Wow.
All served on a graham cracker crust.
I'm going in.
Go
Let's do
right.
it.
I am too.
All right. Wow. This dessert is like heaven on a plate. Well, I know what I'm doing the next time the kids ask for s'mores. Wow, so easy, so delicious, so light, the mousse,
Yeah.
right, with the graham cracker.
It's really a phenomenal flavor profile because it's both sweet and savory.
Yeah.
And we find as guests come in, if you like smoke, you'll love this dessert.
It seems everything I've had, there's that little bit of bright finish, right, that keeps you going, keeps you awake. And even with the New York, with the chimichurri sauce, it's just so good. I can't wait to get into that burger. Yeah.
Well, I think we've done a really great job when you look at our menu of having a balanced menu and something for everybody on the menu.
What an incredible experience, Don. Again, thank you for having us out. I understand we've got another location that we're going to be filming later on in the season.
Yeah,
Looking
we're
forward to that.
opening a second restaurant in Solvang. That concept is, as we describe it, a great American barbecue. It's the brand is Whiskey and Rye. Full bar as well in that location, and it's going to be a little bit of Texas, Carolina, Memphis, and Santa Maria Valley barbecue.
Wow, really neat. And you've hit the spots where there's openings in the Santa Ynez Valley, right?
100%.
Yeah. Please tell us how we can find out more about Maker's Son and find our way here.
Awesome. Well, first off, you can come to our website, www.themakersson.com. Follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, and we are continuously posting every week kind of activities and updates on our business.
Cheers, Don. Thanks
Cheers.
again.
Thank you.
The atmosphere here is incredible. There are so many places to relax and enjoy. Don has cultivated something that is so much more than just a restaurant and bar. This valley is magic. Spend every moment you can here. It's not just about the food and the wine and the activities. It's about the people, the experiences. The joy that this community brings is immeasurable. We've got a lot more places to visit this season. I hope you'll join us.